We're at Waterworks Park. I've got the water superintendent with us, Brian Musselman, and today we're going to talk about the semi-annual hydrant flushing. And you know, Brian, do you do it, what, spring and fall? Is that when you guys do it?
Yeah, spring and fall every year. Usually the third full week of April and the third full week of September.
All right, and what is the purpose of flushing the hydrants like this?
There's two reasons that we flush. One is to check all the operations of the hydrants to make sure they work in case there's a fire, and the other is to break loose any sediment that's left in the main after the treatment process.
Now, is there quite a bit of sediment each time that you flush that you're seeing or not?
Not usually. There's some areas in town that are low flow areas or dead ends that have a lot of sediment, but other than that, we remove like 99% of all iron and manganese in the water. So,
now, are you doing like zones, certain parts of the city throughout the week?
We'll start in Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3, Ward 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how hard is it to flush?
Well,
most people think that, oh, hey, it's time to get a little side of my car washed. I know they're my wheels washed or something like that.
Yeah. Mr. Smith will show us how hard it is to flush a hydrant.
All right.
Not too bad.
And Brian Musselman, if you want to tell us what he's doing, that'd be great.
Oh, sure. He's removing the cap from the 2.5-inch side of the hydrant. Now he's going to put on a 2.5-inch diffuser that'll shoot the water up in the air and disperse it in a manner that doesn't damage the road, grass, anything else in its path.
Because I imagine that with the pressure, that if you did have it pointed downwards, you'd have a little bit of damage.
Yes, it'll erode anything in its path if you don't shoot it up in the air. And this gives us an opportunity to direct it where it will cause us the least amount of damage or
So Brian, in flushing the hydrant, how long will you leave the water squirt up?
Usually between 5 and 15 minutes, depending on when it clears up and the debris is gone.
Now, are you having somebody like look at the water as it's coming out?
Yeah.
How do you tell that, okay, the debris is gone, we can go ahead?
Usually when you open it up, it'll be rust colored when it first comes out. And then as you let it run, it'll clear up and be clear like you get out of your tap.
So how much problem is there with sediment and you know, different like the rust in water here in the Coldwater area?
Not much anymore since we put this in. If you've lived here before the plant was built, then you know what kind of iron problem we had. Like I said previously, we remove anywhere between 98 and 99% of all iron and manganese out of the water. So just the low flow dead end areas where the water isn't continually moving is where you have real issues.
All right. Hey, Brian, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Tim.
Again, talking about the semi-annual hydrant flush here with the Coldwater Board of Public Utilities. I'm Tim Hart. We've got more coming up after this.